Built in 1945, this time capsule house seems to have been last lived in 1999, which was over 26 years ago. All that time, little has changed in the home, leaving it shockingly preserved. It was lived in by an older couple who got married in 1947. The husband met his wife while fighting for the United States in the Pacific during World War II. His wife worked for the Red Cross, which is how the two met. After getting married, the couple bought this scenic home surrounded by woods, as the wife loved to garden and birdwatch. Around 1999 though, both the husband and the wife sadly passed away, leaving the home abandoned. The family, not wanting to deal with the home, likely out of heartbreak, has seldom ever checked on the property, only paying the power bill and landscapers to keep the front of the driveway presentable. However, within recent years, this home has begun to buckle on itself, possibly posing a safety hazard since the power is on. It's possible that soon these memories, forgotten since 1999, will be lost to time.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we are inside an abandoned house with everything left behind. Now, everything in this house is antique, extremely detailed stuff. And this was owned by some couple who passed away quite a while back. But today I'm here with One of One Cameron. You can check him out on Instagram. Hopefully have a YouTube channel up sometime. But yeah, we're in this house. I mean, it's just been frozen in time, at least for a couple of years, and it's even starting to collapse. But the strange thing is, the power is still on. We're gonna kind of look through here and show you guys kind of the life that this family once lived. It's quite interesting just to see just how much stuff. I mean, there's even jewelry left. Crazy how none of this has been taken away or anything. It's just all been left behind here. So let's get into it.
All right, guys, so we are near the garage. Now the garage has like no door or anything, but this is kind of what you see walking in. And everything's just been left forgotten here. We got the couches and just all these older photos. We even have a photo, what appears to be the husband here. But you can see this is starting to get pretty overgrown. Like vines are kind of going through the windows. You'll see in a couple more rooms. This is kind of cool, this fireplace. You've seen a couple more rooms. It's even like starting to collapse a little bit. But this place, believe it or not, it still has power. But everything's just been left abandoned here. It's quite sad. I mean, this is somebody's like house, and it's just nothing's been moved or anything really. Check that out though. That is, looks like made of lead or bronze or something. Whatever that is really cool. It's got to be old. But yeah, this house looks like a 50s or 60s home. It's got to be like a 70s, 60s fireplace right there. There's all sorts of really interesting things here though. Like all these kind of statues and, the porcelain. There's like the umbrella. You'd probably take it out when it was raining or something like that. But here's the living room. What's up, Cam?
What's going on, man?
I mean, this is just unbelievable how it's all been left like this. It's definitely been a couple years for sure. I can hear like the fridge humming. But yeah, this is the living room. It's pretty clean, honestly. There is like a lot of I don't know, evidence of like animals on the ground, but this is like clean as in just untouched really. Got like all the magazines still left here. Sitting down, you're gonna read these. And these older couches too, pretty cool. We got these like paintings here too. I really like. I'll turn the light on there. This place is so cool. This is actually quite a large house, believe it or not, too. So here we got some photos, probably of either the older owner or maybe their son. I'm not sure if they had kids. We just kind of stumbled upon this here, so we'll kind of learn as we go. But check that out. So this is the front door. Wow, we got a statue. This is really cool, like presentable. And everything, of course. Oh, that doesn't open. But everything is still in the drawers and everything. I mean, really crazy. So here's like the other side. I mean, we got this bookshelf, fireplace. Oh wow, this chair. Look at the patterns and details on that. This has got to be an expensive chair. It's amazing how this is all just set up. I mean, when they passed away, it's like nobody even really went through their things. It's all just been left here. They removed the car, I think, and that's about it. And this is all here. Look at that. Calculator, I think, yeah. We got some photo there. Probably the husband again. That's the people that lived here. Just wild. If this sits any longer, it's gonna start getting in really bad shape. I'm talking like the ceilings are gonna collapse. Huh, is that a portrait of the owner, I wonder? Looks a little bit like her. And these kind of figurines are really cool too. Look at all that stuff. Gosh. Wonder if this is like just for show. I always wonder, like, I don't know, I'm in a different generation, but like did people like actually read all these books? Probably not. Your book? No, that's not for high school. That's like it's gonna be a book per year. But yeah, I don't know. I see these in a lot of older homes, but I doubt they've all been read. What do we got here? Oh wow, there's some really cool knickknacks here. So right next to the kind of living room, we got this dining room. Really cool view of the outside. We'll go up to there. So this is kind of the view. I mean, it's probably would have been less overgrown like it is. I don't know how much of this property is theirs and this one, but I mean, it looks like you got a whole view going down there. At least what would have been. But this house has so much antique china left behind.
A flower candle right here. That's crazy.
Look at that stuff.
This place is beautiful, man.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, man. It's crazy.
You could tell the lady like really took her time like decorating her house and everything.
Most definitely, man. She did. Whoever lived here, her and her husband, or if they were married, they did an amazing job just decorating this house, man. It's a one of a kind time cap. Like it's crazy, man.
Agreed. It says 1996 seashell. I don't know what any of that means. Yeah, those are like the flower candles Cam was pointing out. So much cool stuff.
You don't never see flower candles. You don't never see flower candles no more. Like you
Yeah.
see regular candles that you just put in your house. You know what I'm saying? But like stuff like that, man, that's old.
Yeah, they don't sell this stuff at Walmart.
How everything has been nowadays through these years, man. They don't make stuff like they used to anymore.
Agreed.
Everything just looks all futuristic and modern and stuff like that, man. They don't do any retro designs or stuff like that, man. They don't never do that anymore. It's crazy.
Look at that chandelier too. Even some of these smaller homes, I mean, they got some really nice chandeliers. But yeah, here's kind of like just what it looks like from a further angle. I mean, this must have been for each family member at a time. approximately. Maybe some guests too. There's another painting there. Really cool. Yeah, I wonder like what could be in some of these drawers. I mean, everything is still there. I'm just kind of stuck, really. Anyways, guys, here is the kitchen. Everything's just been left here. Very creepy. Can you hear the humming of the refrigerator still? But yeah, I mean, it's just nothing's been really taken out, as you can see. It's all just here. We got like the spices and everything. Oh guys, and this is pretty cool. This room right here. There's the fridge. It looks like, actually, you can tell by the black stuff there used to be food all in there, but not anymore. Cam told me all the food was removed from there, but you can tell like whatever was in there was rotting away, and then somebody obviously like removed it. So I wonder how long this home was like, you know, abandoned, and then maybe the owner came and removed some stuff. But now it's just like decaying. So it's pretty bad. But this room is really, really cool. It's just like a nice overlooking view. You know, a place to get breakfast, to eat breakfast, I would assume. And yeah, this is pretty nuts. There's a TV here. Look, you can see she had binoculars, probably to watch for birds. I don't know, maybe somebody put some of this stuff out here just to I don't know, clear stuff out. Maybe this home has some stuff taken out by their family. This is cool. That TV was originally plugged in, so let's see, is there a remote anywhere? No. Oh, right here. Let's see, does this turn on? I think the battery's dead on this thing. Yeah. But yeah. Very nice view they got outside here. Very nice. Anyways, guys, there's actually a couple things I missed by the front door. We got this just neatly placed. I think that's paint. But yeah, I was looking at the closet over here. It's actually got some really cool stuff in here. Check that out. This is like gold plated. I think gold paint, like real gold. And then here we got some moldy, actually that's to protect clothes, I think, but whatever's under there is probably moldy as well. I thought those were like jackets or something. Not as cool. But you know, I wonder like what could be up here. I don't really want to touch anything or mess anything up, but could be some really crazy stuff up there. Could be coins or what have you. But yeah, I haven't even checked in there. Oh, that's empty. Yeah. I'm super against stealing, guys. We're just here to take photos and videos. Just show you the life that they lived. That's quite haunting. That's probably them when they were, I guess, more recently. But this house actually goes on quite a bit, as you can see. So here's one of the bedrooms. Wow. This is really neat. And the light doesn't turn on here. This is where I could probably turn on the lights. But here we got some more photos. All sorts of stuff has just been left forgotten. Even these watches and such. Really crazy. Even their wallets are still here.
I'm not even gonna check if there's money. Hopefully nobody finds this place, because this is not my stuff. This is somebody else's stuff. One day, hopefully, all the stuff will be taken out and put to better use, but it's been like this for a couple of years. But, you know, always just in case somebody wants to come back and get their stuff, it's not a good idea to take anything. I'm just obsessed with all the kind of antiques around here, though. Different interesting things. What the heck is this? Oh, wow. Some sort of clock or something. Never seen that. It might be for a car, maybe, or is that a bottle opener? Yeah, and here's the clothing, the ties. But this bedroom is really nice. Here's the couch, more clothing. I mean, this was big. This was probably a living room, and they turned it into a bedroom, but there's like multiple living rooms here. This house actually goes like way further back. It's so crazy to see like the house like with everything left in it still, because usually houses I explore like this kind of size, you know, there's nothing left. It's empty. I won't even do a video on it, but I mean, this is just absurd that this has all been left here and hasn't been taken out yet. It's been quite a while, like I said. But wow, so here's like the books and the kind of, I guess, drawer. Very cool. I love the eagles and everything. Even this like curtain, really cool. All this sort of stuff. And I'm not even gonna like move anything around really. Just want to keep it just as it was left, you know, for other explorers going here. This bed is really cool too. Look at that. I wonder if there was like something that went along here or not. And here's like the TV. There's an alarm clock. So that's an older TV. And this is really cool. Check this out. This is a vintage lantern. I haven't seen one of these. The battery's definitely corroded. This is cool. This is like something you'd see in a mine shaft or something. It looks like they were still using the thing. It's just crazy. I mean, that's a big battery. I don't see those anymore. I wonder if there's like bees in this house. I hear them. But we'll probably be fine. I think they're outside actually. Scary part about around here is there's like bees everywhere. But here's like the drawer and such. But we're gonna continue on here. I mean, most of this stuff is just clothing and such. But there's just so many rooms here, guys. That goes downstairs. But here's another really cool room. I love this like table they had here. Very crazy. Just to see this setup. It really is kind of like stepping back in time here. I mean, this is kind of the closest we'll ever get to time travel if you think about it. At least from the time it was abandoned. Here's like the bathroom. Not much to see here. Towels are still set up. But nice setup once again. As Cameron was saying, I mean, they really decorated this house. They really had a passion for it. All just to end up abandoned. Here we got another bedroom. This one, it looks like some stuff was moved. Like, what's strange here is, was there like a mattress taken out, I wonder? Oftentimes I've seen like stained mattresses, or they take out the mattress, but that's where they passed away. This is a really, really cool bed though. And look, you can see the plants growing through the window. Look at the detailing on it. That is an incredible bed, actually. Very grand. It is kind of strange to see, like, I don't know, it kind of looks weird, like there's like stuff on the side of the bed. I don't want to think too much into that, though. If something did happen in this very room, somebody passed away. I got kind of upset in my last video because I saw that. But this is just another bedroom, so I don't know which one was the main one, but this has a lot of stuff left behind. There's all sorts of like pearls and jewels and stuff left behind. It could be like gold. Could be diamonds, I don't know. But here's like a photo probably of a lot of the family here. They must have been in touch with their roots. It's quite sad to see that the last family member who's surviving, if there is one, didn't care. Over here there's like a TV. She definitely liked birds, which is probably why she got a house out here to kind of view stuff in her backyard. But this is neat. Look at that furniture. This stuff is all definitely worth some money. Like for an antique collector. And this stuff is beautiful, and this actually matches the bed, so it was like a set back in the day. I doubt this is modern. But here we have like more pearls. Bunch of jewelry just left forgotten. Look at that. I don't know anything about jewelry, but it's quite interesting. Oh, this is oh, I thought that was a Bible. It says Maybelle Swift. I don't know. What the heck is this? This is for your hair, I think. All sorts of stuff, though. Really interesting stuff here. Gosh, look at that. Very cool stuff. I love jewelry. I love just like looking at it, especially like vintage stuff. I'm always just curious on like what is worth money and what isn't. But gold is just cool. I like metal and stuff and just stuff made in the past. Like this is beautiful. Look at that. This is so cool. And this too, this is made of glass. And there's more stuff in there. That is so awesome. It's crazy that this has all just been left forgotten. It's very sad, very sad. Even this box, I bet. Yeah, look at that thing. Somebody painted that, it looks like. Wow. I think that was up like here. Oh, look at that. She kept her birthday letters. There's another photo right there. Wow. And here's just all the other stuff kind of in the corner. Now, it doesn't look like too much. Maybe right when it was abandoned, somebody kind of moved a couple things around, but... Oh, wow. And check this out. Here's some kind of shoes over here. High heels. Mice have gotten in there, as you can see, and just more clothing. But yeah, all the furniture here is very cool. So actually, looks like we have yet another room here. It's kind of yellow themed. Holy cow. Oh, and this floor. It's hard to see, but in the middle it's like completely bowing. So we're going to try not to actually walk here. It's hard to see. You can kind of see right there, that little closet, how the bottom is lower on some parts. So this is collapsing. I mean, this whole room eventually is going to collapse in on itself. And it hasn't been abandoned that long, which is crazy. At least I don't think. Yeah, we're gonna be careful walking here. Hopefully we don't fall down. Give it another year, this whole room will probably collapse. But we just got a couple things here and there. Cool kind of photos on the wall too. Looks like that one's a painting and that one's probably the lady when she was younger. But that is quite a shame to see. Just this stuff is probably gonna end up destroyed. Look at this. I mean, this is unbelievable stuff. That is definitely an antique right there. We're gonna carefully walk around here. Hopefully we don't fall. Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, because that room is going to cave in sometime soon. I don't know when, but it will cave in. I'd say give it another, maybe probably like a year or two.
Mm-hmm.
That floor will be sunken in some more, for sure.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And then the rest of the house will probably do the same thing, but everything else is level. But that room specifically right there is going to cave in first before any other room does the same thing. I think the master bedroom will probably be next.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah, with the power on too. This is very sad. They were in love their whole life. It's kind of crazy to think about me being like younger. These people stayed together for a long time. I wonder who these people were. Maybe their parents or something. This is kind of cool too. This typewriter. So this is just kind of another workspace here. As you can see, lots of cool just stuff just lying around. I mean, I just wonder what's in all these cards and files here sometimes. And this is interesting. So this is quite recent. It looks like that photo. So it could have been their grandchildren or something like that. Which, where are they, you know? Maybe they're in another state. Sometimes that happens. But look, there's even old chocolates in here. That's kind of gross. But yeah, none of this has really moved too much. Looks like the husband and his friend maybe. Probably had lots of friends around here as well. Quite surreal. Alright, so now we're gonna head downstairs. I thought this was interesting. A before and after photo, I think, of some old cottage somewhere. I mean, where did they get these photos from? It's really cool. This frame even is definitely original. You can see it's like cracked a little. I mean, what the heck's up with that? But anyways, guys, we're gonna head downstairs. You'll see a light on, so I haven't really showed you guys or turned the lights on here, but I don't know. I'm just gonna not touch anything really. But here is the downstairs. And there's a light on, so you can see. But this is quite cool as well. You can see it's really starting to fall apart here. That chair. They just don't make things like they used to. It's crazy, of all the rooms, the basement is the one with the light on. I wonder if stuff was moved here or not. Huh. There's another older photo. Yeah, you could see just how bad it's gotten in the downstairs. The downstairs always is the worst in the houses. That's where it floods. You could see the mold on that thing. That thing's just getting eaten away. Other cool things here as well. Is this real? No, that's gotta be fake, right? Yeah. This looks like they kind of moved some stuff down here. They didn't really use the basement towards the last years of their life, but I really love these old TVs that they had. I mean, they probably still work, probably in immaculate shape, and somebody probably wants to buy these. I wish this stuff would get saved. I just don't know what's going to happen to it, to be quite frank with you. But hopefully this kind of basement is enough proof to show that it's really been abandoned for a while. No, actually it kind of goes further back. We'll see if there's stuff. Looks like that mirror fell just from the mold. There's probably a mirror on that door. This is going to be directly under the house now. Actually, it's kind of pretty open. But yeah, the floor is like bowing. Holy cow, you could see it right there. So that's all that's keeping the floor up from where I just was in that one room. Holy moly. Bit hard to see. Oh yeah, you can kind of see it. Wow. Look at that, the mold. That is scary. That is if that wasn't there, that whole floor would collapse. If you just took a rope, oh my gosh, like the wood is like destroyed. That is so wild. That's scary. Man, like the floor fell, then all the electrical would probably break. It would probably cause a fire. Just wild to think about. Well, thanks for... Today we're exploring a very mysterious mansion. I'm genuinely baffled on how this was abandoned. Everything is left behind. There's a BMW outside, a Jaguar in the garage. This guy had insane money and just left everything forgotten. Something terrible must have happened. Guys, I still cannot process what I have just found. All of his information is still here. You can literally see his whole life inside this house. The life of an elite. This guy was extremely wealthy. He had bank accounts in almost every single country, every single major country at least.
This is a rare look into the life of a man who once lived in extraordinary wealth and power. A lifestyle of luxury cars, country estates, and high-level banking tied to the oil industry. And here, it all sits abandoned. A BMW still sits in the driveway, a Jaguar gathering dust in the garage. Furniture, papers, and memories left as if the family simply walked away. The strangest part isn't just that everything was left, but how long it stayed this way. The mansion has been overtaken by nature. Vines climb all the way to the roof and trees have collapsed onto the house. In a forested area, decay is faster, and here the house has clearly sat untouched for years, at least 5, maybe more. Among the belongings, we found an ID for a man named Robert John Gray. Alongside it were documents of banking records and oil industry files, the sort of papers that don't end up in an ordinary home. Those papers connect eerily to a public record. A man named Robert Gresham Gray, a banker specializing in oil and gas. In 2020, he faced a devastating court case, a global energy company versus him. Judges found that he had breached his fiduciary duties, whatever that means, and ordered him to account for millions, more than $3 million and over 1.5 million pounds. For someone whose career was built on influence and finance, this was catastrophic. Locals say the man who lived here was divorced and shared his mansion with his young daughter. That detail makes the scene even more haunting. The most likely explanation is financial collapse. If this house was tied to Gray's fortunes, the lawsuit could have forced it into limbo, assets frozen, and banks in control. Today we step into what remains, a mansion frozen in time, a story of wealth and downfall, and a mystery that asks the question, how does someone with so much simply vanish and leave it all behind? Hey, what's up, folks? So I found this mansion here on Google Maps, and definitely looks abandoned. Super overgrown. There's cars even in the driveway. Here it is right here. Here's like the gate to it. And in fact, there is a car back there. And here we are. So here's the outside. Got an abandoned car. Looks to be a BMW. This is quite apocalyptic, just standing in front of this place. We even got BMW logo, probably would go end up on there. Looks like a whole tree has fallen on this. That's wild. So I'm just scouting this place out, but it looks like this place is 100% abandoned. Look how overgrown it is. So I think we're gonna come back here later. I just need to find an entrance. I think we found one though. Yeah, that's open. Anyways, guys, I think we're gonna cut it to when we come back here. Now, I haven't checked online yet about what happened here, but if I do, it'll be in the introduction here. Everything's been just genuinely left forgotten somehow. Time to bust out the old Reliable here. I didn't want to get my normal camera wet, but holy crap, guys. Literally everything's left behind. All the books are still on the bookshelf. The couches are still here. This is crazy, yo. Everything's like neatly set up still. I'm glad people haven't trashed this. It looks like some people have found this. But it's in pretty good shape. And the crazy part is, guys, it looks like we got family photos here. Check that out. So they were on like a, oh, that's just their school. Oh, this is really sad. I hate both you will not find me. P.S. I will not give a clue to you. What the heck? There's a father and his daughter, it looks like. Oh man, what happened here, guys? That's really sad. More books on the bookshelf here. Oh man, this is weird. What do you guys think happened? So, gotta get a guess of where we're at here. But anyways, let's head on down to the kitchen, I suppose. Wow, that is crazy. It's downpouring bad now. There's a driver's license. Guys, there's literally like a driver's license for somebody that hasn't been used. This kitchen's gonna attack you, dude. Why is it blue? Everything's still here, too. That's pretty wild. Here's like a note. Higher education will leave many students financially crippled. No duh. That's interesting that these articles are here. Kind of anti-college stuff. What else we got? There's a whole bunch of stuff here. Oh, this is crazy. Happy Father's Day. Dear Dad, Happy Father's Day. Love, Edith. P.S. The middle Pokemon reminds me of you because it brings plentiful harvests. That's sad. Guys, look, this is the house during winter. Whoa. I wonder how long this has been abandoned, guys. We should try to find a date here. That's really cool. You could see this house before it was even abandoned. It's actually wild. Well, anyways, here's the rest of the kitchen. I don't know if there's ever a microwave there or not, but everything's still left behind here. Kind of a boring kitchen, to be honest. Here's like another fridge or something. Little laundry room, probably not too interesting. Oh, this is crazy though, guys. All the food is still here and it's just rotting. Oh, that is disgusting. That's crazy, y'all. So that means probably everything's still here. I'm not gonna bother with that. I'm not gonna bother with that. I don't know why I even bother with going in the fridge at these places. Do you guys even like enjoy it? I'm just curious if like the food is left behind, but
It's so gross. This is a really cool room. Check this room out. This is like another living room. This is quite the big house. Genuinely shocking. Like, what in the world could have happened here? There's so much personal stuff. And this is a beautiful big house. Everything's still left behind. Look at that, guys. We even got photos here. This looks to be inside the house. Oh my gosh. That might be the fella there. Might have been his mother or something. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Everything is still here. You got anything over here? Like kind of gardening stuff? There's another photo. I think that's the same lady. But this is weird, dude. Like, so this is their dining table. Look how overgrown it's gotten. So, looks like a city in the UK, probably. British Airways. Bob Gray. Wonder if that's the guy's name. Look at this guy, though. He must have been involved in, like, offshore stuff. Look, that's the same guy right there, too. Wow. That's him again. This is really interesting, these photos, and they're like good quality too. What was this fella up to? Handsome fella. Wow. This is really crazy. Like all the photos of this guy. I mean, what could have happened to him? Here's like a thing to an opera house. It's from 1989. No way, guys. His family must have had connections during the war as well. These look like wartime photos. It's crazy to imagine, guys, like so many, like everybody here, at least the natives here, they all have like ancestry dating back to like a World War II soldier, I'm sure. That's so crazy to like think about. To be honest, folks, this guy looked young, at least in the photos, like, I don't know, maybe 40 or 50 years old. And, I mean, I can't imagine, yeah, probably like 40, more towards 40. So it's like, unless he died young, some tragic thing happened. Like, I don't know why the home was abandoned. The only explanation is usually like somebody dies. So I don't really understand. Like, seemed like a younger guy. So here's like another room next to the, I guess, kitchen here. We got some more photos, and look, he had like a daughter. So it's like what the heck happened? Where's his wife? I don't see his wife in any photos, unless maybe one of these ladies is her. Oh, and they had a cat too. Look at that, guys. Here's a calendar from 2015. We'll try to find the most recent date. So 2015 is the most recent date I could find. You know, I'm kind of thinking, we have yet to see the garage. And if there's a car outside, there could be a car inside, which would be pretty insane. Let's see if we can find the garage here. I don't know if this is it. We'll find the garage. So, okay, we're back in the room with all the food. There is the garage right here. That only makes sense. The garage is always by like the utility room. Pretty scenic utility room, by the way. But look what someone did. So I guess this was entirely locked, but this is... Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, guys. Let me get my other camera out. This would be better with a wide angle. Anyways, guys, here's the Jaguar. This thing's insane. This is like a better angle, I would say, with this camera. Looks like someone's broken the window here. Yeah, that's a shame. Maybe there's no way inside, though. You know what I mean? There's mold all up in there, too. This is really sick. Wow. So here's the back end. There's like the address, Jaguar. Wow. And you could tell, guys, this has been sitting for quite some time. You could see like the leaves and the cobwebs kind of on the bottom. The tires are flat. It's just they're really skinny. But this is probably a newer Jaguar too, honestly. Holy cow. This is crazy. Like, genuinely, what could have happened here? You know what I mean? What in the world could have happened? It's convertible as well. Let's take a look at the engine. Wow. Look at that, guys. It like lifts like this. It's a Jaguar V8. Nice engine. And it was last registered 2012. Holy cow, guys, this is pretty insane. That just, all this was left behind. Guys, the fact that they freaking left their car behind, that just shows like they truly did leave everything behind. It's just such a mystery to me, like what could have happened here? So guys, I think we're gonna head upstairs, but I really want to try to figure out and piece together the story that happened here. Something terrible clearly happened here. I think we're gonna go upstairs and see the bedrooms, but maybe after that, I'm gonna shut the camera off and like look through some of these rooms and see just what I can find. I mean, I might spend like an hour or two here just like seeing what I could show you guys towards the end of this video. Pieces, you know, pieces of paper that might show what happened here and who was this guy. But anyways, let's go upstairs. So here's like the stairs going up. This is a proper mansion, I'd say. Pretty big house. Here's the front door, I guess, real quick. So their clothes is still even left here. Look at all that stuff. Painting still on the wall. Oh look, I think that's the estate right there. Yeah, that's this house. Holy crap. Back before it was abandoned. You can actually see a lot of these mansions are way bigger than this one. Wow, it is so overgrown now. I wonder when this was taken. So here it looks like we have the master bedroom. Holy cow, the bed is still there. It looks like everything's just left. Yeah, I mean, all this guy's clothes, it's still, you know, besides people like throwing it away and throwing it around, it's all still mainly neatly folded, as you can see. Someone was probably looking for clothes to steal or something, but this is all here, guys. Look at that. It's so sad. Like, what happened here to this guy? Maybe his family. I don't see much of his wife. I don't see any photos of him with a girl. So it's hard to tell what really happened here, but this is probably where he slept, and probably long ago. You could see how badly this is like falling apart now. We even have, I mean, gosh, looks like someone stole this, but I mean, he probably had his rings and everything here, like really expensive stuff, money. Look, all the socks are still folded in there. They were folded and never worn again. Crazy to think about. Someone like raided this place, man. It's kind of sad. This is like a check from Austin, Texas, so he must have had United States connections as well. And the slip of paper above here, it says he's like paying somebody like $26,000 or $75,000. Those are two prices up there. So there's a ton of tax documents here, including his like taxpayer identification number, all that stuff. There's a piece of paper that says he has $100,000 in one of his bank accounts. So he had a Scottish bank account that had $100,000. There's a European bank account he had that had, I think, $50,000. his 1040 form, if you will. I think that's in America. It says he's single on the piece of paper, and it's for his business, so he's like paying himself. But like, I have my own business. You don't leave that stuff around. I mean, somebody could steal your identity or information, your business info. I mean, it's crazy. Everything's left behind here. All this important stuff that you would need, you know what I mean? But clearly, guys, I mean, there's papers littering the floor. There's a lot of money moving around this house. A lot. I mean, he was able to afford this house, and he had bank accounts across the world. I mean, can you just imagine what this guy was doing? The crazy things this guy must have been up to, and it's just, it's all just been left behind. It's wild. I can't. Something must have happened here. I mean, it could also be the case something happened in this country and he had to abandon this house and move somewhere else, and he was never allowed back. You never know. Check this out. Here's the outside now. It's a beautiful view, and it is just pouring rain, guys. Wow. Look how overgrown this house is. That's actually insane. So next to this bedroom here is the master bathroom. And unfortunately, people smashed all this stuff here. But look at the floor here. Look at the bath. I mean, this was an expensive home. Not to mention, like, income taxes, like 40% or more. That's crazy. Very hard to get rich, other than the United States, in my opinion. And this guy was able to afford all of this. This is a really cool bathtub with a view out there. I mean, imagine this wasn't overgrown. This is some true luxury right here. We have another closet here full of clothes and more pieces of paper here as well. Here's another strange piece of paper. It's like some woman on TV, BBC breakfast program. There's like people commenting. Is this guy stalking this lady? Photo gets more kind of close up. And then, is that her as well? I don't think so. Weird. Why he has photos of that? Here's like him buying expensive paintings or like posters. So we have two more pieces of paper here. These are emails. His email is like Rothschild, which is interesting. But the email states it's about somebody, I think, talking about their family tree with him. I mean, there's just so much we could look through. We'll look through more on the bottom floor as well. But we'll start out with some of these rooms. Oh, it smells bad in there. I'm not going to go in there. Here's like this is probably the guest bedroom. You know, they're always like empty. This one really ran through though. Oh my gosh, it smells so bad upstairs. Holy crap. Dude, it literally smells like poop. Yeah, look at this, so overgrown. This is a real rare place to find, in my opinion. Really happy I have the luxury of checking this out. Here's like another bedroom. I don't know if this was used or not. There's shoes still left here, but there's not much personal stuff, to be honest with you. Oh wow, so these are all like movies and VHS. So you can tell about the time this was abandoned. I think around 2015, so when that stuff was starting to get kind of phased out, the CDs and stuff. There's like one more bedroom here. Cool little skylight and everything. This always damages the house pretty badly though. There's clothes scattered about. So this was probably another guest bedroom. He was definitely a single guy. This is really creepy. Yeah. He had a daughter, it seems. But a lot of these are guest bedrooms besides his. Oh wow, a tree fell through there. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Whoa, that's crazy. Look at this, guys. The tree has mold all over it. A tree fell onto this house. Look at this damage was done by a tree, not a person. Oh, these lock. These things never open in the UK, guys. It's very hard to get into a house because every single window has locks. But this tree literally fell onto the house. Oh my gosh. Well, that's how you know it's truly abandoned. No one even took any care for that tree falling here. You do have the last bedroom here, I think. Oh, here's the bathroom. Doesn't smell like that bad in here. Oh my gosh, there's poop in every toilet. Okay. Yeah, so here's like another, I don't know if this was a bedroom, to be honest. Looks like a little girl's room or something. At first glance. I mean, if a little girl lived here, because she was in the photos, it probably would be here. I don't see any bed or anything. This does seem like a bedroom, though. Look at that. I really got to figure out the story here. Must have been some expensive stuff left behind. It's like silver, I think, or brass. Silver plated, probably. Looks like they even had a security system here. Yeah, this is a security system for their house, because there are cameras around here. Obviously the power's been shut off. But I mean, that's kind of it. There is one more room downstairs I think we missed. Which probably has a lot of personal stuff. We'll take a look real quick. Guys, this is insane. I didn't even look. But, dude, a tree literally punctured the freaking roof. This is by the stairway here. That is insane. Have you, like, looked through any of the photos here? Or the documents? Like, do you know any information about this guy? I'm trying to figure it out myself.
I know he did some, like, oil-related stuff, like an oil tycoon. That's pretty much it.
That's
Other
what they
than
say.
that, it's like a mystery. What happened?
Now, I'm gonna go do this same thing, but you should also look through like the documents, see if there's any info we can find. We could like make a really solid story with this place.
Yeah, I mean, we'll do research, after the fact.
There's nothing online, dude. It's in the UK. We're gonna have to find it in this house probably,
Yeah,
or ask other people. But
yeah.
they're not.
It's crazy they left like this. Like, how do you leave this? Like,
Yeah,
with
dude.
The cars and everything.
Dude, he had like hundreds of thousands of dollars if you look at his bank accounts, dude, across the world. Yeah,
Wow. Maybe some illegal stuff he got into then. I don't know.
perhaps. Yeah, well, I'm gonna keep looking around.
Yeah.
I don't know. So over here, guys, we got some more photos. That looks like the guy, but a little bit older. So maybe these are more recent photos. This might even be his new house or something. Looks like a private estate. I could be wrong though. It kind of looks like a public building. Okay, so there's this one room back here. All right. So this kind of tells another story here. So I don't know if this was just his box room where actually most of it is empty boxes. So he might have straight up just like been buying stuff and throwing all the boxes in here. That does make a lot more sense, which is pretty insane how much stuff he was buying. So at first glance, I thought this was like the owners were packing his stuff to leave, but no, I don't think so. I think this was like his little storage room. Seriously, so genuinely everything has been left and nothing's been disturbed since this was last abandoned. I figured I'd find stuff if a family member was packing, but no family members were packing his stuff up. I mean, he probably threw this stuff in here. This is like the only thing full of stuff. Yeah. This is just like archives and stuff. Like newspapers and stuff. Wow. Yeah, so he just threw his trash in here. I doubt we'll find anything. Guys, this is wild. Hong Kong, maybe? Beijing. This guy went to Beijing, Air China, Singapore Airlines, Hamburg, London, Buenos Aires. I don't know where this is. Canada, Muscat, Singapore, Bangkok Airways, Houston, Vancouver, Amsterdam, Munich, Masuk, Malaysia, New York, Atlanta, Tokyo. Can you guys believe that? All the places he's gone. I mean, look, he's a businessman. I get it, right? But, to the average person, that's insane. All the places he's gone, just for business, just for meeting people. I mean, this guy clearly had connections around the entire world. All the places he's been. Wow, can you imagine that? That's something I want to be one day for sure. But man, this guy was definitely making moves. I really gotta figure out exactly what he was up to. Look at this guy's Bank of Australia. So he even had accounts in Australia. This guy had accounts across the entire world. It's an invitation. I mean, if you guys think about it, we literally have secret. This guy must have worked at Shell. I'm certain. There's a lot of Shell stuff here. That explains like the oil stuff. But we're getting like a secret look into like an extremely wealthy person's life here. This is, there we go. There's a photo of him with a woman. Who knows how long that lasted? I mean, there's not much evidence. Apparently he's been single as of like 2014. 2015 is the last date here. But this is insane to see. I mean, gosh. Alright, well, maybe enough of the photos. I mean, this is crazy. All his information is here. Everything, his entire life as a business at least is here. I mean, his entire life is pretty much here, honestly. It's for certain this guy worked in oil. Look at that. This guy was definitely involved in the oil industry. I mean, normally I'll find like a house, and if it's in better shape, I'll be like really careful about showing the information just in case like somebody does watch it. But this one, I mean, it's clear to me it's been completely abandoned. Like, nobody has watched this place in forever. No one's done anything with this place. And everything is left, forgotten. You know? I can tell, you know, when someone's been here and someone cares about a spot, or somebody just, nobody's caring for it at all. And this is one of the cases, nobody's caring for it all. It's the weirdest thing. And these kinds of places really baffle me. I mean, I'm sure places baffle you guys, but like, you know, even I'm baffled by places still after doing this my entire life, you know. This is one of them. But anyways, guys, to be honest, oh, the weather's so bad out. We gotta run outside and get moving some more. This is pretty much the whole house and everything you can see. But what a find, guys. I hope you guys watched till the end so you could find some more information. Man, I really wonder what happened to this guy. Maybe some of you guys know. What a spot. This man's